College football's all business now. So let's talk about what actually matters. SEC fans. I turned every fan base into a car, and it gets real. And look, these are my observations. Some from being around these fan bases, some from the outside looking in. I'm covering every conference, but today we're starting with the SEC. And if you don't agree, tell me what I got wrong. What's your fan base's car?
Alabama is a Mercedes S-Class. Smooth, dominant, and somehow disappointed.
University of Georgia. Lifted Ford F-250 luxury interior. Proud, intense, unified. Tailgates like a garden party. Games like a war zone. Confidence turned to edge after titles. The traditions like the dog walk. Calling of the dogs, their version of the We Are Penn State back and forth, but it's really with a bunch of dogs barking. It's pretty awesome. All in all, it's a pretty classy affair until kickoff. Then it gets feral.
LSU, the Dodge Hellcat. Loud, aggressive, and someone's been cooking since sunrise.
Florida Gators, Nissan 350Z. They're passionate, they're vocal, and defiant. You know, they've been up and down these years, but their crowds never seem to be in a bad mood. Could be the weather, who knows. They've got that tradition of the locking the arms between the third and the fourth quarter. It's short, it's sweet, but they got everyone together. You know, it's sort of a sense of community there, right? The Gator Chomp is definitely one of the best traditions in college football, so they're loud no matter what.
Tennessee, classic Camaro. Their fans show up not out of nostalgia, but conviction. Tennessee supporters pack Neyland Stadium, sing Rocky Top like a hymn, and believe another dominant era is always within reach. Setbacks haven't broken their spirit, they've deepened their pride. They're emotional, loud, and all in every single week. Tradition never idles there. Texas A&M, Cadillac Escalade, covered in Texas decals. Tradition heavy, cult-like unity, fully bought in. They have the long-standing tradition of the yell practice at Texas A&M, where the yell leaders lead the student body and fans in practicing yells to energize the crowd before the games. Not just before the games, 2 nights before the games. It's definitely a lifestyle there. Auburn, Jeep Wrangler with no doors. Unpredictable chaos fans. Anything could happen and they love it. Logic doesn't live here. Ole Miss, a Maserati. Stylish, social, and built around the Grove experience. Football is definitely the backdrop here.
Mississippi State, an older Ford F-150. Loyal, gritty, unfiltered. They embrace the underdog role fully. Noise is their equalizer. Mississippi State's traditions are some of the most authentic, noise-driven, and identity-defining in college football. They don't tailgate to be seen. They tailgate to build the crowd. More of a pull-up-a-chair energy. And they don't just attend games, they shape the environment the opponent walks into. It's not flashy, it's a bonding language for the entire stadium. Cowbells ringing nonstop, the Hail State chant, and the blue-collar pride of Starkville. These folks are loud no matter what. Arkansas Razorbacks, mud-covered Ram 1500, passionate, tough, prideful. Arkansas has one of the most emotionally unified fan cultures in college football. Because there's no pro team to split attention, the entire state pours into the Razorbacks. That's why their traditions hit harder. They're not just rituals, they're statewide identity signals. With the woo pig suey call, it's not just a cheer, it's a statewide language. You'll hear it at tailgates, bars, airports, even outside Arkansas. It immediately identifies you as part of the Razorback community. With the hog call, they're all grit and no quit. South Carolina Gamecocks, Dodge Durango, RT88. Loud, loyal, and hopeful. Every season starts with belief. Energy never lacks, even in rebuilds. South Carolina's fan traditions are built upon one thing more than anything else. Energy that never fades. Even when the results fluctuate, the experience in Columbia is consistently one of the most electric in the SEC, especially at night. During the sandstorm entrance, stadium lights drop, towels wave everywhere, and the entire crowd jumps in sync. The place visibly shakes. The night game is electric. Fans have said if you haven't seen Sandstorm at night, you haven't seen Williams-Brice Stadium. Night games in Columbia are different. You don't want to come here after dark. Built on belief and volume. Kentucky Wildcats, Toyota 4Runner, steady, loyal, resilient. They embrace being overlooked. The famous Big Blue Nation, traditionally basketball first, has increasingly embraced football, developing a shared identity across both sports. Kentucky fans know they're often overlooked. Night games have become the proving grounds, and the crowd takes pride in showing that we belong here too. Mizzou, University of Missouri. Missouri fans are like an Audi S4, quiet, observant, and way more dangerous than people think. The M-I-Z-Z-O-U chant isn't about volume, it's about connection. They hear every bit of the SEC disrespect, remember all of it, and wait for Saturdays to answer back. Columns represent the resilience, the crowd stays engaged without theatrics, and when Missouri wins, it feels personal. Less talk, more, we'll show you. Quietly dangerous. M-I-Z-Z-O-U. Mizzou. Vanderbilt. Tesla Model 3. Calm under pressure, self-aware, intellectually confident, loyal by choice, not by expectations. Anchor down, calm resilience. Most SEC slogans are aggressive. War Eagle, woo, pig, suey, roll tide. But anchor down is fundamentally different. An anchor stabilizes, holds positions, keeps you grounded during chaos. That perfectly reflects Vanderbilt's fans. Emotionally steadier, less reactionary, less consumed by week-to-week swings. At Vanderbilt, fans often react smartly to smart clock management, disciplined defense, strategic decisions, fundamentally sound football. Sometimes even more than pure athletic chaos. This might be the most emotionally healthy crowd in all of NCAA football. Vanderbilt, we've got other things. Texas Longhorns, Range Rover, confident, influential, ambitious. Texas fans expect relevance because they genuinely believe the program should shape the sport nationally. Their loyalty operates at a massive scale. When Texas is good, the entire college football conversation changes. The traditions like the Texas Fight chant, Bevo Live mascot tradition, Hook 'em hand sign, Longhorn band entrance, the burnt orange crowd takes over. They are the center of the spotlight. Whether people love it or hate it, the fan base shows up big, and that visibility fuels the atmosphere around the program. Hook 'em horns. Oklahoma Sooners, Corvette. Proud, consistent, competitive. History backs their confidence. They expect to contend always. With the Sooner Schooner, Boomer Sooner chant, Crimson and Cream traditions, everything is built on winning. Different styles, different identities, but all part of what makes college football college football. It's not just about who wins, but it's about how you show up. So tell me, did I get your fan base right, or am I way off? Drop your team, your car, and your take in the comments. And if this hit that nostalgic Saturday feeling, hit the like. Subscribe for more fan-driven content, and stick around, because we're going to take this series across every conference. Because no matter what changes in the sport, the fans, they're still undefeated.